Hello. Do you want to learn English? Welcome to Sham's Language. B. I am happy. I was happy. I will be happy. Have. I have a cat. I had a cat. I will have a cat. Do. I do my homework. I did my homework. I will do my homework. Go. I go to school. I went to school. I will go to school. Say. I say hello. I said hello. I will say hello. Get. I get up early. I got up early. I will get up early. Make. I make a cake. I made a cake. I will make a cake. No. I know the answer. I knew the answer. I will know the answer. Think. I think it's fun. I thought it was fun. I will think it's fun. Take. I take a picture. I took a picture. I will take a picture. See. I see the stars. I saw the stars. I will see the stars. Want. I want a cookie. I wanted a cookie. I will want a cookie. Come. I come to the party. I came to the party. I will come to the party. Ask. I ask a question. I asked a question. I will ask a question. Help. I help my mom. I helped my mom. I will help my mom. Play. I play soccer. I played soccer. I will play soccer. Read. I read a book. I read a book yesterday. I will read a book tomorrow. Write. I write a letter. I wrote a letter. I will write a letter. Listen. I listen to the lesson. I listen to the lesson. I will listen to the lesson. Find. I find my shoes. I found my shoes. I will find my shoes. Eat. I eat breakfast. I ate breakfast. I will eat breakfast. Drink. I drink water. I drank water. I will drink water. Walk. I walk in the park. I walked in the park. I will walk in the park. Run. I run fast. I ran fast. I will run fast. Swim. I swim in the pool. I swam in the pool. I will swim in the pool. Teach. I teach English. I taught English. I will teach English. Travel. I traveled to Spain. I traveled to Spain. I will travel to Spain. Clean. I clean my room. I cleaned my room. I will clean my room. Call. I call my friend. I called my friend. I will call my friend. Hug. I hug my mom. I hugged my mom. I will hug my mom. Watch. I watch TV. I watched TV. I will watch TV. Smile. I smile at my friend. I smiled at my friend. I will smile at my friend. Visit. I visit my grandparents. I visited my grandparents. I will visit my grandparents. Buy. I buy a toy. I bought a toy. I will buy a toy. Sell. I sell lemonade. I sold lemonade. I will sell lemonade. Draw. I draw a picture. I drew a picture. I will draw a picture. Build. I build a sandcastle. I built a sandcastle. I will build a sandcastle. Cook. I cook dinner. I cooked dinner. I will cook dinner. Share. I share my toys. I shared my toys. I will share my toys. Explore. I explore the park. I explored the park. I will explore the park. Hope. I hope for good weather. I hoped for good weather. I will hope for good weather. Dream. I dream of flying. I dreamed of flying. I will dream of flying. Study. I study for my test. I studied for my test. I will study for my test. Fix. I fix my bike. I fixed my bike. I will fix my bike. Enjoy. I enjoy reading. I enjoyed reading. I will enjoy reading. Shout. I shout with joy. I shouted with joy. I will shout with joy. Wait. I wait for the bus. I waited for the bus. I will wait for the bus. Plan. I plan my day. I planned my day. I will plan my day. Count. I count to 10. I counted to 10. I will count to 10. Touch. I touch the flower. I touch the flower. I will touch the flower. Remind. I remind my friend. I reminded my friend. I will remind my friend. Invite. I invite my friends. I invited my friends. I will invite my friends. Celebrate. I celebrate Eid al-Fitr. I celebrated Eid al-Fitr. I will celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Explain. I explain the lesson. I explain the lesson. I will explain the lesson. Describe. I describe my favorite animal. I described my favorite animal. I will describe my favorite animal. Choose. I choose a book. I chose a book. I will choose a book. Search. I search for my keys. I searched for my keys. I will search for my keys. Gather. I gather my toys. I gathered my toys. I will gather my toys. Open. I open the door. I open the door. I will open the door. Change. I change my clothes. I changed my clothes. I will change my clothes. Close. I closed the window. I closed the window. I will close the window. Move. I move the chair. I move the chair. I will move the chair. Cry. I cry when I'm sad. I cried yesterday. I will cry later. Laugh. I laughed at the joke. I laugh at the joke. I will laugh at the joke. Jump. I jump high. I jumped high. I will jump high. Sit. I sit on the sofa. I sat on the sofa. I will sit on the sofa. Stand. I stand up. I stood up. I will stand up. Learn. I learn new words. I learned new words. I will learn new words. Paint. I paint with colors. I painted with colors. I will paint with colors. Comb. I comb my hair. I combed my hair. I will comb my hair. Wash. I wash my hands. I washed my hands. I will wash my hands. Kick. I kick the ball. I kick the ball. I will kick the ball. Clap. I clap my hands. I clapped my hands. I will clap my hands. Draw. I draw the curtain. I drew the curtain. I will draw the curtain. Brush. I brush my teeth. I brushed my teeth. I will brush my teeth. Yell. I yell loudly. I yelled loudly. I will yell loudly. Answer. I answer the question. I answered the question. I will answer the question. Grow. I grow fast. I grew fast. I will grow fast. Break. I break the toy. I broke the toy. I will break the toy. Fall. I fall down. I fell down. I will fall down. Ride. I ride a bike. I rode a bike. I will ride a bike. Bake. I bake cookies. I baked cookies. I will bake cookies. Pass. I passed the ball. I passed the ball. I will pass the ball. Pull. I pull the rope. I pulled the rope. I will pull the rope. Tie. I tie my shoes. I tied my shoes. I will tie my shoes. Look. I look at the sky. I looked at the sky. I will look at the sky. Save. I saved the file. I saved the file. I will save the file. Empty. I emptied the bag. I empty the bag. I will empty the bag. Fill. I fill the glass. I filled the glass. I will fill the glass. Wave. I wave goodbye. I waved goodbye. I will wave goodbye. Hide. I hide behind the door. I hid behind the door. I will hide behind the door. Pick. I pick a flower. I picked a flower. I will pick a flower. Rest. I rest after school. I rested after school. I will rest after school. Stay. I stay home today. I stayed home. I will stay home. Meet. I meet my friends. I met my friends. I will meet my friends. Join. I join the club. I join the club. I will join the club. Finish. I finish my work. I finished my work. I will finish my work. Relax. I relax on weekends. I relaxed on weekends. I will relax on weekends. Work. I work hard. I worked hard. I will work hard. Live. I live in Cairo. I lived in Cairo. I will live in Cairo.